I love you all with all my heart, with all my mind. This is Joey A. As you know, my videos are about love, infinity, creation, energy because we're infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. And this video is one in the series of infinite freedoms, our freedoms as per our Constitution. Here in the Republic of Planet Earth, us, the citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth, the leaders of the Republic of Planet Earth, the defenders of the Republic of Planet Earth, the citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth, who we are, the human race, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation, the human heartbeat, who we are. Benevolent species. We live to love and we love to live. This is who we are. We're the human race. We're light spherical energy, light spherical beings. This is the truth. Now, so let's talk about these beautiful freedoms and the freedoms that I'm talking to about right now are press freedoms, press freedoms, and the importance. The last two freedoms was truth freedoms, then speech freedoms, and now press freedoms. So what's press freedoms? Well, as you know, since a long time ago, we have invented printing press. And the printing press is essentially this mechanism, this technology, this device, this gadget that we have invented as humans to communicate, to share message, language, text, information, data. And we've done this for a very long time. And since we engaged in this exchange, everything changed for the better. We were able to communicate through the presses, information, right? So we can be informed of the truth and who we are and our nature and all these different things, and learn, education, all these different things that have allowed us to get to where we are here in the 21st century. So press freedoms is a fundamental freedom because this notion of the printing press has led to the press. And as we know, the press is mediums and media. It's all these different channels and distribution networks and platforms that we use and the spaces that they have, audiences and all these different reach that they have to communicate truth, to communicate freedom, to communicate speech, and we call this the press. And in the Republic of Planet Earth, who we are, the Earth Constitution, the Constitution of Planet Earth, we call it the free press because we're free. So the free press is essentially that. The free press is all the mediums and media that are used to communicate truth, speech, to communicate the message of who we are, freedom, of the Republic of Planet Earth. So if you understand this notion and what it means, right, then press freedoms becomes this fundamental freedom. Because press freedoms is the ability to be informed through the channels and the distribution networks and the platforms and all the different mediums and media that we use to communicate and exchange information and keep up to date and know what's happening, the relevant things that matter in our day-to-day lives. For example, we have election cycles, right? And then the free press must be present at each election cycle for all debates, and it must be present for all conversations and engagements, so the public, the citizenry, can be informed of what's happening. Any information that is openly communicated through the speech freedoms and truth freedoms, right? So press freedoms is that. Press freedoms is our ability to know the truth. Just that. Anything that is fantasies and illusions, anything that is not represented in the way of freedom, in the way of truth, in the way of speech, is a fantasy and illusion. So it doesn't really count because we are compass. And as compass, we manifest free will and we shatter fantasies and illusions and render them obsolete. This is why we have truth freedoms, speech freedoms, and press freedoms, because that's how we deal with fantasies and illusions. This is how we deal with the shadow. And this is how we deal with the unconscious mind, ignorance, fear, and all these low vibrations, these static, this background noise. Okay, and we do that in the way of communication, speech freedoms, truth freedoms, and press freedoms. So press freedoms is all the mediums and media, technologies, gadgets, devices, platforms, systems, networks that we use to communicate truth, speech, and to engage in day-to-day lives. So we communicate with each other, right? So we communicate with each other and we share our take and our knowledge and our opinions in matters of truth and fact and in anything that is relevant, including entertainment and all these different things that are fundamental for day-to-day life, including leisure, because this is important, lifestyle and all these different things. So press freedoms are fundamental, and we all have access to these. Anyone in the 21st century is a journalist. Anyone in the 21st century is an investigative journalist. We all have infinite freedoms to be whatever we want. And one of the freedoms that we have is to be investigative journalists and journalists in journal. So we can journal, meaning we can inform, we can communicate, we can write speech, and we can talk and share knowledge and information that is relevant, pertinent, crucial, and required and necessary for the public to know, to be well informed. Okay, full disclosure. So this is exactly what press freedom is the ability for us, all of us, to be journalists, to journal, all of us, to have the power and the freedoms to communicate truth, to communicate speech, to do these across all networks and platforms for everyone in a transparent manner, okay, in a very transparent manner, without secrecy, okay, and full disclosure, and by remaining private if required, but in essence it's press freedoms. It's press freedoms. It's our ability to communicate. Because if you really think about it, fundamentally, us, the Republic of Planet Earth, we have come to terms with who we are in the 21st century and know all the truth that we know because of the printing press. It was the press that allowed us to get to where we are today, to get educated, to be well informed, to know what's happening, and to know the truth of the matter. Because there's no such a thing as a single source of truth. This notion, this idea, this centralized, primitive idea of a single source of truth is wrong. It's incoherent. It's a type 3 error. There's not such a thing as a single source of truth, because truth is universal. You see, truth is decentralized and distributed, meaning that it's observable and replicable by all observers, and it never changes. So no one can single-handedly hold the truth, because the truth is known by everyone and known by everything. It's a basic concept of freedom, and it's called transparency. So there's not such a thing as a single source of truth, like someone or something that holds the truth or knows the truth. This is wrong. And anyone or anything that uses the term single source of truth, by definition, is lying. And also is a fantasy and illusion, because there's not such a thing in nature as a single source of truth. So truth is distributed and decentralized. This is why this is truth, because truth is known. Truth is a fact, it's known, it's objective reality, right? It's common sense, it's known by everyone and everything, anywhere. So that's what truth is, something that is known, right? And is repeatable, replicable, scalable across all spectrums of existence, right? Consciousness and self-awareness doesn't alter it, it is always the same. All right, like us, the human heart is a truth. The human heart is a truth, right? And we all know it. There's not such a single source of truth, someone holding back the heart information. No, we all have it, right? The DNA, same. There's no human holding the single source of truth of DNA out there, okay? We all know it. We all know who we are. So anyone who uses the terminology single source of truth is essentially lying, okay? He's lying, because the truth is universal, is decentralized, and is distributed. So that's why press freedoms are what they are, because is distributed, right? It's distribution of information through channels and platforms and networks. This is what we do with the net, right? When we engage online, that's what we're doing. When I'm sharing this video, this is what I'm doing. So everyone knows it. Everyone is informed, right? Because it's based on objective reality. And this can be verifiable. Everything that I say can be verifiable because it's the truth. It's objective reality. I'm not the single source of truth. I'm just a communicator. I'm a messenger and I'm a message. I'm both, right? I'm a medium. I'm a media. I'm both, right? So it's applicable to everyone. So single source of truth equals fantasies and illusions, lies for the most part, right? Special interest groups for the most part, right? And this is just all incorrect, wrong, and illegal. So we are the Republic of Planet Earth. This is who we are, and information is freely shared because of press freedoms, because of speech freedoms, because of truth freedoms, full disclosure freedoms, transparency freedoms, and privacy freedoms. Everything has to be, and there's no secrecy in the Republic of Planet Earth. There's no secrets in the Republic of Planet Earth. Everything is known. So no one can single-handedly source anything as verifiable fact that no one else has access to but themselves. Because then again, this is tyranny. And it's the opposite of freedom. So freedom, truth, speech, press, is all decentralized and belongs to everybody. No one holds it to ransom or single-handedly for personal gain. Okay? So that's just the way it is. And it's important that we understand this because this is exactly what press freedom is. Press freedom is that. It's the nature of communication, it's the nature of speech, it's the nature of truth. Fully decentralized, fully distributed across all networks and platforms and media and mediums. Because this is who we are with the human race. We're objective reality with truth spectrum. This is who we are. This is who we are. Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my mind. We live to love and we love to live. This is who we are. We're the human race. We're the human race. I love you all with all my heart, with all my mind. Press freedoms.